This is the original layout for Landon Greens for Elliott Homes in Gulfport, Mississippi. As you can see, it's a rough hand-drawn plan. We often get work like this, and then we have to essentially replan and fix it. So this is the revised layout. You can see there's obvious differences here with the fraction of the linear foot of street. It's not disconnected. There's a main street. And the other thing is, if you'll notice, there's two product types. We enter the development with the upper end product, and the main street is all of the upper end product. It's the larger homes so that we have more of a first impression and that wow factor. It's very important. And then, so you can see here's a cul-de-sac. We have the pullback, so you maximize the number of homes that are overlooking the green space. And then you can also see how the walk meanders, very typical of our designs. We're coming up to an intersection. There's a home facing us, so you don't look at home rears. In fact, as you drive through this neighborhood, you won't see any home rears. And we try to, even though it's a tight site, try to take and emphasize scale with the meandering walks as much as we can. This was laced with wetlands, and so we really had our hands tied in some of the areas. Now, this is the actual proposed topo, and so you can see that we're working within the site with very little earthwork, and we run those numbers before the developer sees a plan. So we know that we're not going to have a plan that isn't financially viable. And where we can, we meander and we have the home setback and we meander the walks. And that becomes a little bit more apparent when we get a little bit more of an aerial view here. And then you could see that we've got, the walks do meander quite a bit. We always try to change scale with setbacks, so it's what we call streetscape in motion. You can see there's a main trail that connects the two cul-de-sacs. Typically, those will handle an emergency vehicle. And these trails, these wider trails, not only can handle an emergency vehicle typically, but they also give you complete pedestrian circulation where there's cul-de-sacs, which is a problem that we solve in the cul-de-sacs. Now, there's an oversized cul-de-sac. These, again, are the narrower product. And when you look at the other products, we try to intermix them, but we didn't have enough architectural variance in the final architecture to really come up with 4 or 5 different product lines. So even though it looks repetitive, it wouldn't really be that way in the field. Now, the other thing is, especially in the narrower products, like we will do, is give you alternatives or the client alternatives using architectural shaping. You'll see this one home gets wider at the front. And then as we experience coming inside the home, we go upstairs and we use the footprints and the interior layouts of our clients. And we try to really emphasize the shape of the lot is there. We might as well take advantage architecturally. And that's another unique thing about our planning services.